Doc V. And this evening, I'm coming in from dinner. Went out to the steakhouse with a friend, and we sat and we were enjoying a meal. I had steak and shrimp, and she had steak and a salad and something else. And we were sitting in the booth and just very comfortable, having our meal. And all of a sudden, another group of people were seated right behind us in another booth. And they were loud, and I figured, hey, they're having a good time. Let's have a good time. Let's everybody eat and just enjoy the moment. As the evening went on, someone in the booth behind me, they were using words that I was taught not to use while I was growing up. I understand that people are raised differently. Some people cuss. Some people have a high intellect and they speak with didactic hermeneutical exegesis. And some people are quiet, they don't say anything. Some people laugh a lot. I get that. I understand all of this. But when you're having dinner in a public place, and you have different races of people, different ages of people, you have children, you have infants, you have mom and dad, you have girlfriend and boyfriend, you have people moving around, and you're sitting at the table and every 3 words that come out of your mouth is MF, and what the F, and BIT, and F and this, and what the B is, and I'm a F this, and y'all know what I'm saying. I don't cuss, I'm just giving you the acronyms, I'm giving you the first part of the word, and I'm sitting there trying to enjoy my meal, and the gentleman that was behind me, that was making all these, how do I say it? That was making these inappropriate and uncomfortable situation. He was making it an uncomfortable situation for me. I was trying to enjoy a meal. And I've heard people cuss before. I've heard people get angry before. And usually the two go together. But when you're enjoying a meal, when I asked please bring me the A1 sauce and some Sprite mixed with lemonade, thank you. And the waitress was wonderful and she waited on us. But behind me is a guy laughing and saying, what the F and what the M and MF and all this stuff. I'm like, what makes a person ignorant of his surroundings? What makes a person unaware of his behavior, his or her behavior around others? What gives people the right to feel that they're entitled to make any kind of comment or act any way they want to act, as if they're at home in a group of their peers and friends and family members? But they take it out into public and they create a bad representation of themselves and of the people that are with them. I hate to have to admit that as I got up and acted like I had to go to the restroom because I wanted to see who this was. Went in and turned around and came back and came around and kind of looked and then got back in my seat. It was an African-American male sitting with 2 women. And they were quiet, and they made their comments here and there, and he was just, ho, 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 mo, boom, 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 4-letter words, just cussing, happy, laughing, B, MF, all of that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Your vocabulary isn't advanced enough where you can use some other words to get your point across? People, how we conduct ourselves, how we speak, how we move in the community. People watch and people see it. There's already negative stereotypes that are present and against the Black community. There's stereotypes about how we speak, about how we act, or how we conduct ourselves, or they're lazy, or they don't care. There's some negative statistics about incarcerations, single parent homes, which are mostly 90% are the black women. What is going on? Why can't we represent our culture and our people in a more positive light? There are some things I saw tonight that when my dad was alive, he better not ever catch me speaking this way. Even as an adult, I knew to speak to my dad with respect. And my mom, yes, dad, with respect. Now, I might get along with my friends and say, I'm tired of that man yelling at me and talking to me any kind of way. I'm tired of it. Why doesn't dad listen to what I have to say sometimes? That's fine. It's America. It's freedom of speech. I can say this around my friends and my peers, but when I'm around my father, when I'm around my community people, when I'm around friends, when I'm around my coworkers, it is my responsibility and my job to represent positively. I work around young teenagers, and when I go to work, no matter what I'm going through personally, no matter what problems I might be having or what frustrations I might be going through, I do not bring that to my students. When I see them, it's good morning, how are you? I like those shoes. I like your notebook. That's a nice little Stanley cup you got there. Is that new? How much did that cost? $50? That's nice. I like that. I bring positivity to my surroundings, to my coworkers, and to the students that I am in charge of, because they deserve that. It is my responsibility to create a positive learning environment. Now, I wasn't at school when I was at the restaurant, but it would seem to me that when you're in public, when you're around people of different ages, people of different cultural backgrounds, people of different ethnic groups, it seems to me that one would try to represent themselves and their people and their family in a positive light. And sitting down and every time you cut a steak and get a sip of lemonade, you saying, hey, what the F or what the MF? I'm sorry. Y'all know what I'm saying. This pains me and hurts me. So I'm going to say this. Black man or any man, but since we're talking about a black man, I'm talking about myself and I'm talking about my culture, what are you thinking about? Why can't you sit there and be proper? Laugh, but keep it dignified. Share and interject, but not use words that make me feel like you're lacking vocabulary skills. What is the problem there? What's going on? You don't know who could be watching you. Maybe a coworker, maybe your boss, maybe someone that might have thought that you were a sharp, carried yourself well and looked pretty good, but then the way you start talking, it just blew all of that. So my message today is how we present ourselves and how we carry ourselves. And I've said it before in past recordings. It does count. It does count. Represent yourself in a positive light. How you dress. Are you cordial and polite when around other people? Or do you just act like you don't care? And you just act like you're entitled? Or people just can get over it. I'm at the restaurant, I'm sitting down eating, I can say what I want, do what I want. What causes this kind of behavior? What causes this? So my message to you, brother, sister, of any race and ethnicity, how you conduct yourself, it does matter. How people see you, they subconsciously put you in a category with other people that look like you and look like they are a part of your group. So, Represent yourself in a positive light. Know that others see you. Know that others will judge you, not only on your appearance and how you speak, but also on what you say and what comes out of your mouth. Yes, it does matter. Yes, it does make a difference. I'm Doc V, and I'll see you next time.